For 75 years, Killdeer has featured the Killdeer Mountain Roundup Rodeo to all of North Dakota. In 1924, the rodeo began up on the mountain at the little community of Oakdale. And from the very beginning, this rodeo has symbolized pride, dedication, and community. From the first time a horse was turned out in the arena to entertain rodeo fans until the last bull was cracked out this year at this year's rodeo, this rodeo has brought the Killdeer community together. Dean Meyer's words are very appropriate. He said that Killdeer lived for the rodeo and Killdeer lives because of the rodeo. It is my wish that all communities in North Dakota could look at the determination of these citizens to see the benefits of taking on a project that is bigger than any one individual and turn it into 75 years of success. These past 75 years have happened because friends and neighbors come together for a single purpose. That purpose results in a yearly celebration which demonstrates to all the visitors the everyday work life of a rancher. Cowboys and cowgirls come together in a spirit of competition in that little arena in Killdeer to show their skills to the rest of the world. Killdeer is cowboy country, and I think more importantly, this rodeo represents the spirit of community cooperation. If you've ever been to Killdeer on rodeo day, you can walk up to the concession stand and see businessmen with aprons on, serving those delicious hamburgers with the chopped onions. I mean, it's worth going to Killdeer just to have a hamburger. Then you're going to see other people that are ticket takers, others working behind the chutes, some of them coordinating the parade. There's others that are timers and secretaries at the rodeo. And it's a community that does those hundreds of things that makes a community celebration. Killdeer has demonstrated to all of North Dakota that small communities can do things in a big way. And I think they've given a lasting tribute to their youth because their youth see these adults working together, cooperating, putting in effort, and having success. One of the best things is Killdeer has featured the best. And not surprisingly, many of the best are from the area. Look at the 3 world champions that we have: Alvin Nelson, Brad Germanson, and Wayne Herman live a stone's throw away from that Killdeer arena. Many other top cowboys, the Teschers, the Chases, the Hansons, Murphys, Appledorns, Fettigs, Sandvigs, Veters, and many more greats from this cowboy country. Rodeo queens have gotten their start on their family ranches and demonstrated their abilities in the rodeo arena to show their talent as real cowgirls. This celebration, with its long history, has brought forth the cooperation of 2 cultures, Indian and white. The Killdeer community has built a bridge bringing these cultures together and strengthening their common bonds. And I say hats off to the Killdeer community. This rodeo has persevered over 75 years. Not every rodeo day has been perfect, but you from the Killdeer community have conquered the elements, the hard times, wars, and now the changing times to bring entertainment and celebration to thousands. As a member of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame Board of Directors, I congratulate you on being selected as a recipient of the first Special Achievement Award.
It is a great honor for the Killdeer Mountain Rodeo to be inducted into the Special Achievement category. Now, Winston, he took a lot of my information away from me, but that's all right. He done a good job. And just like you said, how did rodeo keep going for 75 years in Killdeer? And I think the biggest reason for that was that the majority of the people that were involved were ranchers. And they wanted to keep that tradition up, keep the Killdeer Mountain Roundup Rodeo going. Like Winston said, the Killdeer community is very supportive of the rodeo. It is the biggest event that is held in Killdeer each year. I'll just have to tell you a quick little story. 4 years ago, it rained real hard on the 4th of July, and we were in the hole pretty bad. I'm thinking about $6,000. And I was president of the club at that time, so I went to the bank and I had to sign a note. And after I got out of the bank, I was walking down the street and I run into the chief of police. And we got to talking, and he said, "What are you going to do to make up that deficit? Have you got any ideas?" And I said, "Well, I've been thinking about it a little bit. What do you think?" He said, "Well, I've been thinking too," he said, "and I've got an idea, and I'm going to get some people together, and we're going to have a fundraiser." And then he also said to me, "You know, we can't lose this rodeo because on the 3rd and 4th of July, I get a lot of overtime in." But anyway, they had a fundraiser, and we had tremendous support from the local people and from the surrounding area. They come from a lot of different places, from a couple of 100 miles. And we got enough money, plus a little extra, to go on the next year. And another thing, we have also had excellent support from the Lions Club in Killdeer and town criers. They have also helped us when we have got into some financial problems. Over the years, the rodeo has been real fortunate to have many contestants, many top contestants, including many world champions. And they come back year after year. And our fans have been real dedicated, they're loyal, and boy, if the weather isn't too bad, they'll sit there and battle it out. And one thing I can remember, talking about world champions, we broke 2 records in one day at Killdeer in the calf roping. Mike McLaughlin, he's the son of Don McLaughlin, world champion cowboy. He tied a calf in 7 seconds flat, and prior to that, the world's record was 7.2. Well, here come Tierney a while later, and he was a world champion calf roper. Well, he tied his calf in 6.7, so that was 2 records broken one day. And that record held for 5 years. Years ago, there was something I thought was pretty unique. I don't know if Dale Greenwood is here or not. Maybe he is. But I think a lot of you know Dale Greenwood and Jim Wise. They used to clown together. And they had quite an act. They dressed up in their clown suits, and they rode a saddle bronc double deck. And I've seen them do that at Killdeer quite a few times. And they did it at other rodeos too. Well, here this one time there was some real good Samaritans were helping Dale get ready for this double-deck saddle bronc ride, and boy, I'm not going to mention any names, but it was a couple of guys that were inducted today. Anyway, they went, and I think there was probably all of them involved in this deal, but I suppose they were all around there, so Dale and Jim couldn't see what was going on, but they took the buck rein out of the halter ring and took a piece of baler twine and tied it in there. And about 2 jumps out of the chute, boy, that buck rein come up. That's all Dale Greenwood had, was that buck rein. And I suppose that was that was always a good crowd pleaser. What are you laughing about, Jim? But, well, we used to have a lot of fun back in them days. And then I'll have to tell you one other little deal on Jim. It's real short, but I remember we were at Plentywood, Montana, and it rained like heck the night before, and I was going to haze for Jim and the Bulldog, and boy, that arena, you needed 4-buckle overshoes on in there. And darn right, here you come. He had 4-buckle overshoes on, and got on the Bulldogging horse, and I said, "Aren't you going to take your overshoes off?" He said, "Heck no, I'm not going to ruin a good pair of boots." But he was the only guy I've ever seen Bulldog in 4-buckle overshoes. And if I remember right, I know he won the Bulldog, and he probably wanted to keep his boots clean with it. I think he probably won the bronc riding too. Well, that's about all I have to say. I want to thank everybody, and hope to see you all next year at our 76th rodeo. And when you come to Killdeer, you're never a stranger. So hope to see you there. Thank you.